Welcome to Power Your Story, a podcast produced by high school students in Chicago with the support of After School Matters and the creative Impostor Studios. My name is Dalilah.
My name is Anneth.
I'm Simone.
In this episode, we are talking about NFL football, the personal joy we get from watching it, our favorite players, why football is important to us, and other things of that nature. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the show.
So, guys, I got a question. So, what's your favorite NFL teams? Because I feel like mine is probably, I change mine every year. Because, like, right now, I'm like with the Buccaneers. What's y'all?
I'm a Tampa Bay fan too, like Tampa Bay all the way. I am so proud that this Sunday we ended our losing streak, so we're back on there.
Mass is the Chicago Bears only because they based in Chicago, and that's where I'm from, and I like the Bear mascot in their colors.
That's valid.
Why y'all like enjoying football?
Well, I like watching football because it has become a like Sunday day thing for me and my dad. I think I just like how the plays are called and the plays are run, especially when there's an interception on both sides or like a sack. I don't know why, but it just brings me like this sort of sensation that like gets me really excited. And like I like getting aggressive with football. Like my bragging rights bring up my ego a lot during football.
I enjoy watching it because my dad and my brother be watching it, and I be seeing the excitement they get from it, and it be like family bonding time when we all watching together, and I also like screaming at the TV.
The reason why I know I like it is because like I grew up just like wanting to throw a football outside, and like I just love the feel for the game because like I always wanted to play it, and I actually finally got a chance with flag football, but it ain't as aggressive as football is. So, what team would you like to play on and why?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a Tampa fan all the way, but I like to win. So, yeah, I would choose to be on the 49ers because one, not only do they have like a good offensive line, they have a pretty decent defense in my opinion. And like they've only lost 3 games this season so far. And right now San Francisco is kind of like one of the good looking teams to be like playing on, especially since you have Prudy as a quarterback. And I know for a fact that I would like to be in the team as Prudy because overall, I think he's a pretty good quarterback that we have this year.
I don't really want to play for a team, but if I had to choose a team, I'd say the Chicago Bears because I feel like they represent our city right along with the Bulls, and they need a little help over there. So,
I mean, I would say, I rather work based with Anneth said, because I mean, they not on the losing streak. They most definitely went to the Super Bowl a couple of times. Who you think making it to the Super Bowl this year?
If I'm being honest, I feel like either San Francisco or the Eagles, just because San Francisco and the Eagles, they're both very good teams right now, both defensively and offensively. And they both lost their first game at the same time, but they were like on a winning streak for 5 games in a row, which is kind of hard to do, especially if you're like playing football. You know, the chances of losing and winning are always like out there, but the problem is that 49ers and the Eagles are both in the NFC division. So if I were to choose one of them making it that far, I think I might have to go with the Eagles only because their standings are higher than the 49ers.
I would say the Eagles too. Also, cause like I see how much their defense, their stats, everything is going out so far, so I can see it.
I actually haven't thought about that yet, but I actually agree with y'all because the Eagles is like a team that's always talked about, and I feel like they actually a good team, so they'll make it to the Super Bowl.
What is your opinions about the refs? I know I hate the refs sometimes.
I hate the refs so much. Like, okay, the refs are there to do their job, but they don't do their job. At this point, I am doing their job from like the other side of the TV. Like, I don't know if you guys like remembered, but like, I think it was in 2019 or 2020, Tampa Bay. No, it was like 2020. Tampa Bay was like playing against the LA Rams for like who was going to make it to the Super Bowl and face like the 49ers, right? So, of course, being a Tampa Bay fan at that time, I was like on Tampa Bay side. I really wanted to go to the Super Bowl like second year in a row. I felt it. I knew it was coming. But then the refs, it wasn't Tampa Bay versus the LA Rams. It was Tampa Bay versus the refs. Like we got flags for like the tiniest thing. Like one flag was because Tough didn't like make the right move and apparently it was an illegal call. But like me and my dad we were like that's petty. Like nobody can like catch that in a second. But like recently I saw the refs were being picky. Like the refs, if they don't like you, they don't like you. If they like you, then they'll help you. But I don't know. I feel like the refs need to do a better job at refing. If not, I could always take their position.
I don't like them, and I feel like they be showing favoritism. They always calling out little small stuff, and it just be so weird to me. And I be behind the TV screen just yelling like they could hear me, and I really cannot see myself being a ref. I feel like that's not the lifestyle for me, and I don't want to be seen as someone who just be like showing favoritism during the game.
I really hate when the refs be like in the play while the play is running and they run right into a play. I'm like, see, this is why you don't need to be on the field. You need to be on the sideline sometimes. Like you always running into people. But
Yeah,
I
but
can't
like
see myself being a ref. I'm probably gonna get ran over or get hit in the head with
no, but like I feel like refs have like the best jobs because like one they get to watch every game for free and get paid for it, but like also one job with being a ref is that sometimes the football does hit you, so I don't know about that part, but like the reffing part seems cool.
They just be there to be there.
What was your favorite halftime show?
Out of all times, I have to say to tie between Rihanna or Shakira and J Lo. I don't know. I feel like their stage was powerful, and especially since there's not a lot of like recognition in the Latin like culture community in football sometimes. The fact that I saw them there with like Daddy Yankee and J Balvin really kind of like made me happy and I enjoyed that halftime show because I love reggaeton. But like I gotta admit Rihanna's halftime show that we saw previously was amazing, especially the music choice that she chose. I'm a huge fan of Rihanna, so like all the songs were like kind of bringing me back to like they were bringing me back some like nostalgic moments. So I don't know.
I love Rihanna's tools. Like that really was my favorite one. And it was all on my For You page. And best believe I used to get up and learn every single part of the dance. It was just so good. And I liked the songs too. And I also liked the outfits.
Oh yeah, those outfits were cool. It was like very Rihanna. I do not know how to explain it, but like you could tell it was Rihanna's idea.
It was sweet for me. It was either Rihanna's halftime show or Weekend's halftime show, which had two of them. So, like I liked it Weekends at first. Then I see Rihanna's. I'm like, I think she got it. I think she takes the W right.
Yeah, but like apparently this time for 2024, I think it's gonna be Usher doing the halftime show. So like I want to see where that's gonna go with Usher.
He's most likely gonna play us like some old songs and then probably some new songs he probably dropped within that week.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna do any songs that he did with Justin Bieber though, cause like a lot of people are saying that Justin Bieber is gonna join Usher during the halftime show, but who knows? Hey, Dalilah and Simone, thank you guys so much for talking about football with me.
You're welcome.
Of course, no problem.
Power Your Story podcast is produced by Chicago high school students with production support from After School Matters and the creative Impostor studio. I'm Anneth Figueroa. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Power Your Story Podcast and visit our website at poweryourstorypodcast.com. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys have a great night and stay tuned for Sunday Night Football.